welcome back to the Renaissance Room podcast. And let me just say this. There is nothing worse than when your rice is undercooked. It is probably one of the worst things you could ever do for your gums, for your enamel, honey. It's devastating. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here real quick with a real quick episode. And I just wanted to let you guys know and more so like encourage y'all from my own experiences and just my own personal revelations that I'm having right now in this season of my life. You know, I talked about being a writer on my column, and I talked about how a writer writes, you know, so you guys know that I don't have any tolerance for people who have these things they want to do and they're 100% capable of doing them, but they choose not to. Now, y'all know I am not an enabler and by the long shot. But I was sitting here thinking to myself, and I was thinking about how in life, you know, sometimes we want to be the best at what we do. And I think for me, overcoming perfection was realizing that I'm enough. You know, and it was realizing that I didn't have to outdo anybody, right? Because when we talk about being the best, you know, Taraji P. Henson had this interview with Angela Martinez, and it was actually, she said it in a way that was very much understandable. You know, she talked about how when you say you want to be the greatest, that means you kind of got to pretty much poop on everybody else, basically, is what she was saying. And I'm not saying that you can't be the best version of you, but I do want to talk about the stress that sometimes come with trying to be the best in your industry. Like a lot of motivational speakers will come out and be like, you need to be the best at this and be the best at what you do, right? Outwork everybody and all these different things. And I realized for me, operating in that mode, one, it took me out of my element, not in the sense of discomfort for growth, but more so like now at this point, instead of me just being what God gave me and I'm getting better with time and I'm just, you know, being consistent with my hands and my work and whatever God has given me, now I'm up here trying to compete with everybody else and I'm trying to be on the front lines and I'm trying to be the one to dominate this industry. And that becomes with so much pressure. And so it's like, there would be times where I didn't feel like I was an essayist or I didn't feel like I was a writer because I didn't write like this person or I didn't write like this person with this PhD or I didn't write like the top writers. And it's like, no, you write and, you know, your lane and what you do is the best of your ability. And we love you for that because you're doing it the way in which you do it, right? Like it's unique and that's what it is. And so I'm more so just coming on here to encourage you guys. I mean, I know we hear it all the time, but it's real. It's like, you're enough. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be a writer, if you want to be a designer, like, and it's Black History Month, so let me just go ahead and shine some light on my people because first and foremost, Black people, we crazy with the fashion. We're crazy with the style. I love seeing it. I love seeing men in fashion. I love seeing women in fashion. Like, it's really dope. You know, it really is. And I'll be looking at the players, right, with the Bengals players and then with the fashion. Like, it's just crazy. And I just love that. It's something about us that just it's so dope. And like, I just love to see it. I love to see the creativity. I think it's just one of those things where it's like, it just really inspires me. And I'm so utterly grateful and blessed. You know what I mean? Just to see that all kind of be what it is, you know? So I just had to shine some light on that. But whatever it is that you do, you be the best. You just do you, period. And like every day, your best, when you're first starting something, let me tell you how you get to the best version of you, right? Because you know what, that's what this podcast episode is going to be about. This is how you get to the best version of you, because you hear people say, be the best version of you. You get to the best version of you by showing up every single day. So if it's, you know, you got an iPhone 4 and you want to do something or you want to be an influencer, it's showing up every day with your content, right? If you want to get to the best version of you as a writer, it's writing the pieces that even if you feel like it has no contrast and there's no structure or whatever the case may be, it's just expressing your thoughts. If you want to be, you know, it's for you to become the best version of yourself, like whatever arena, whether that's the gym, whatever it is, it's you showing up and giving your best every day, you know, and your best is going to vary. Like you're not always going to be wanting to be in the gym for an hour. Sometimes you want to be there for 30 minutes. Sometimes you want to be there for 25 minutes. Sometimes you go get him, Bruce. Go get him. Yeah, my dog is so funny. He's doing all this rah-rah. And then it's like when it really comes down to like get with the nitty gritty. Anyway. I just want to end this podcast by saying that to get to the best version of yourself, how to become the best version of yourself, it's doing your best every single day. Like, literally, it's doing your best every single day. There are times where I don't feel like writing an essay. There are times where I don't feel like writing, a 3-minute read. And sometimes it's just a poem. Sometimes it's a 0-minute read, but it was my best today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. We'll talk soon.